I take the words right out of my coach's mouth. Be it till you become it. Because guess what? If you cannot be it, how are you going to become it?
But I am so proud of you for just being yourself. I mean, nobody can do that for you. Nobody can believe in you for you but you. So, welcome to another episode of Promoted, a podcast about leaving low-wage work for good. Today, I'm with you as your host, Coreea Allen, a Married America coach. And today, we have one of my favorite people, Nathan.
Well, hello.
I'm so excited to see you, Nathan. First of all,
me too.
We're going to be talking about one of, I think, our favorite topics we talked about a lot, which is authenticity. I think we talked about that just a lot and how it's the key to your dream career. You're living the dream right now.
Yes, I am.
And I can't wait to dig into it and talk to you about it like in real time. So first things first, talk to me about life before marriage. Like, what made you decide I'm going to fill out this application, I'm going to take these next steps?
Well, life before marriage, oh my goodness. I was a lead at my local airport, making minimum wage, $17.50 an hour. And now I am a HR and staffing coordinator for one of the biggest medical fields here in the area. It was a struggle. I didn't like what I was doing. People were always telling me, you need to get into HR. You need to get into HR. You are such a people person. I quit my job. And I just was strolling on Instagram and Married America just kept popping up. And I applied and just in all good faith, it was just a win. So,
okay.
Yes.
So when you're like, okay, it keeps popping up, so maybe it's a sign, right?
Yes.
You apply. What was your hopes? What were you hoping to gain or happen to happen?
To gain the knowledge. Because as you know, in our one-on-ones, I have the experience. I've been in HRA for Amazon, so I've done the footwork already, but leaving Amazon in this workforce, you need more than just the experience. They want you to have the education now. So that is what brought me to Married America.
You already had the experience. You wanted more expertise in the field so that you could have everything you needed. What was your why? Like, we talked about that a lot during our time in the program, like knowing what your why is. Talk to me about what your why was. Like, no matter how hard it got, that's the one thing you look back at.
My why is, like I said to you, it's personal. It's not even to go into someone's workplace like I did. My why is to help out my sister with her nonprofit. So determined, like I said, she did not know. She just found out when you guys posted that I got the position. So that is my why. That's what kept me going.
Okay. So when you told me about, I have the experience and I ask you, what is the one area you feel like you need to strengthen? What was that area for you?
Being able to delegate, because I like to do everything myself. But like I was telling you, I don't want to give it up because I know if I do it, it's going to come out right. And I've want it done right. So, and in this position, being the only one, I've used it authentically. I've really been using it.
Authentically. That was another word we talked about a lot. You wanted to make sure the role that you went into, you were able to be yourself.
Yes.
You didn't want to wear a mask. You didn't want to feel like I can't be who Nathan is. Talk to me a little bit about that because that was a conversation we had a lot of.
Yeah.
And the topic for today. So
Right.
talk to me about why that's important to you.
Our last one-on-one, I was telling you, I was getting zero hits. But it was because a lot of people were telling me, don't be yourself. You know,
Mm.
you need to play a certain role. And then you just reminded me, no, be yourself because that's you. Be it till you become it. So I did it. I was myself. I basically told them my background. I was me. I wasn't that black and white picture, you know? I went into that interview and she was like, we want you. I got 5 other interviews today. I'm stopping at you. And I said,
Wow.
I'm just being authentic. I'm being myself. I'm not hiding. I'm not, not gonna, puff my chest up. I'm gonna sit back and be me, and that's what got it,
I just want to take a deep breath and pause there for a second because that's so big. You were so worried about that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not going to be able just to be myself. I feel like I'm going to have to be someone else. And the very time you stepped into it, it worked for you.
it did.
So, what would you tell the person who's coming in behind you into this program that's similar to you? It's just like, I'm not going to be able to wear my hair a certain way or just talk how I talk. What would you tell them? Because there's a lot of people who feel that way.
One, I'm gonna say, I take the words right out of my coach's mouth. Be it till you become it. Because guess what? If you cannot be it, how are you going to become it? That has given me the most confidence in certain aspects of the role. Being in a role and handling it yourself. And I've done, I've been an assistant, but have I ran my whole office by myself before? No, I haven't. So I walk into work every day like I have because I am, People come to me asking me questions because they think I've been doing this
Mm-hmm.
forever. No, I've been an assistant for a while, not the boss, you know? So, um, my piece of advice for someone is to step into the role and don't be afraid to step into the role, you know? Believe it till you become it. Another thing you said was know your worth. They put on the table, oh, we can offer you 22. I said, I know my worth. I know my
Mm-hmm.
history. I want 25. No hesitation. I want you. I can make that happen. I said, being in this, my coach has taught me a lot. I already knew you knew your high and you knew your low. So you knew what you can accept already. I'm not coming to play with you. I know. I had a great coach. So
Oh, Nathan. We're not going to cry.
we not, because we almost did a couple of times.
But I am so proud of you for
Thank
just
you.
being yourself. I mean, nobody can do that for you. Nobody can believe in you for you but you. And once you do that, that's the key, right? Like once you did that, that's when you stepped into your journey, your new career, you're going back into HR where you're supposed to be. When you said, I'm gonna be Nathan and I'm gonna make it work. And you negotiated, added tax to it.
Yes.
Very proud.
Yes.
Because if you hadn't asked, you would have never received it.
No.
You talked a lot about your own experience in HR and how it motivated you to wanna to go in HR. Like take us back to that. Like before your very first job, what made you say human resources is the role for me?
I love people. So I love engaging with people. My life growing up, I wanted a career to where I was helping someone. Whether being young, I wanted to be a police officer because the public service. Going from that to being a pastor to just being a regular manager in retail to build an operation and make it right. And people just telling me, Nathan, I want to work for you. Like, I want to be on your shift. I had a waiting list for people to be on my shift. And then
Wow.
people's like, we need to move you into HR. And I'm like, but really, is HR, like where I want to go? Is that what I want to do? Because how I want to take care of people, that's not really how we see it in the HR world. But Like you said, I have the experience. I put myself in there, and even as a HRA, as a human resources assistant, I did change it because I made it for the employees, but yet still protecting the business.
That's major. And you're going to change a lot of people's lives. You got the yes. When you give them the yes, you're going to change their life. You
Yes.
are. And the fact that you're giving them the best, not let me give you the bottom and see if they'll ask. Because as you know, that was one of the things a lot of people struggle with was negotiation.
Yes.
We talked a lot about that. But you were brave enough to negotiate and not be afraid.
And not hesitate. I didn't hesitate. You know, you want it,
That
you
takes
get it.
confidence.
It does. But it all leads to say, like, you learn from your coach.
So at the beginning of merit, like first day in squad, Nathan, to you got the job, Nathan. What is one thing you would tell yourself you're proud of?
I would tell myself I'm proud for being me. I think putting myself out there just gave me the better opportunity. And to be able to walk into an interview after having to go over my resume with you and be like, but this is not a lie. You know what I mean? It's just, it's what I've done, you know? So why do I need to scale back? So,
Mm-mm. We're
man,
pushing forward. We're putting it
yes.
out there. Like, this is what you're getting. You leave it, you take it. Like, hey. So walk me through like a day in the life. Now that you've landed the job.
I am the only human resource in there, slash staffing coordinator. So with all the nurses, my day to day is basically making sure that first we stay compliant with California. Second, making sure I have all my nurses, all my in-home care, um, all my MAs, all of that staffed for the following week. So we do it week by week, making sure everyone's there. We even pull in travel nurses. We do everything like that. I take care of time cards, submitting payroll, pretty much interviewing new candidates, just getting the workforce together. I totally came in. I'm the only one. I rebuilt the office. It's mine.
You are the person in charge.
Yes.
Okay. That is amazing. So, how much of what you learned in the Merit America program prepared you for your role?
I believe 80% really prepared me for the role. Like I said, I had the experience, but knowing how to go get that knowledge. If I didn't have you picking on us in class and being like, how to do this, how to do that, our squad breakouts to where we did comparisons. For an example, knowing how much to pay someone, going through different sites to being like, okay, my travel nurse, this is what they should be offered. And
Mhm.
guess what? I'm going to offer you the best of what I can. So, what my COO is telling me that we have in the budget, I'm going to give you the best because I've learned in our class what if you give them the best is going to stay.
That's right. Again, Nathan, I'm super proud of you. If there was one thing you could say to a learner that was coming in on their first day of squad right now, what would you say to them?
Take notes.
Take
Take
notes.
notes. And collectively, my squad mates would say, you know what I mean? We waited, you know what I mean? We gonna have squad today because coach is awesome. You know what I mean? Um, we're the first HR course. You know what I mean? You came in from what was it? IT,
IT support,
IT
yes.
to HR. Take notes because you don't even know yourself until you start taking notes. Start learning. Be willing and open to learn. Speak up and
Mhm.
don't hide. Do not hide because we see the list when we're in our Zoom. There's people who hid behind the camera who didn't speak. No, you won't learn. And I've been studying too, so don't worry because I told you I'm more of a hands-on. I have to do it. So, like you said, make flashcards, do,
Mhm.
do all these things. It's working. So
I'm really proud to hear it's working. And again, I don't know how many times I can say it. I am proud of you.
thank you so
Like,
much.
I was super excited today. I was nervous, but I was excited more than anything to see you. I was like, if I could hug Nathan through the screen,
Oh,
I will hug you through the
yes.
screen because I missed you. I missed your engagement in squad. I missed you as a person, those one-on-ones, but I was proud of you because you were exactly where you wanted to be. You had reached your goal, and you're only going to reach more goals. It's only going to get better from here. So just know I saw you and I still see you, and I'm proud of you.
You picked me out of the crowd. I'm thankful.
Hey, come on, Nathan. And like you encouraged a lot of people though. You
Thank
encouraged people
you.
that were quiet and didn't know what to say to speak. So I don't know if you realize it, but your impact in squad was missed when you weren't there. People did talk about you not being there,
Man,
and you encouraged people that you didn't know you did just by being who you were.
thank you. That means a
So,
lot. That means a
mhm,
lot, especially in our field, especially as a human resource professional, knowing that you can touch somebody is and change them. That means a whole lot.
yeah. I want to congratulate you on your new role, and I want to tell you to grow forward and be the very best Nathan that you can be because people are watching you.
Thank you, coach.
All right, to all our listeners, if Nathan's story resonated with you and you're interested in exploring how Merit America can guide you towards a rewarding career, visit our website at www.meritamerica.org. With that, we conclude this episode of Promoted. Until next time.